So here today we will discuss about room database. So SQLite we have completed. Right next we will discuss about the room database. So for that here I'm creating one new project. New project. So here I'm creating empty base activity. So I'm creating that room. So like with room database, we will discuss. Room database means this is the advanced version for the SQLite. So there, whatever the code written, and that it will be very less code. With less code, we will finish this room database. So that how that will happen, so that we will discuss in this program. Almost like similar name and these things we will insert into that. So just once this project will be created, then we will see that. Name, email, mobile number, password. So these four fields we will save and we will load and we will delete that all the things we will see here. So for this, some of the dependencies are required. So those dependencies also we will add from that dependencies I'll show you. Once this project has loaded in a Gradle dependency, we have to add because this is an advanced latest version. So for the whenever we are using a latest version, so we have to get the support from the third party. So that third party we will add here. That we will see here now. So just I'll open that particular program.
पश्चात प्रयास करें the person you have called is someone else or call again later.
So this is the room database example. Here from here, we will add this dependencies in this project. So to implement this room database, so we required here from here. So these 6 dependencies as required to add our database. So that we will add here in this. So let I just once this is loaded, we will see that. Just it's taking a little bit time to load that project.
कुछ समय पश्चात प्रयास करें the person you have called is someone else.
It is almost done. So here at first in Gradle dependencies. Here we will add that. So total 6 dependencies is as required here. So that 6 dependencies here I'm adding that. Also same time we will enable the data binding as well here. Now I'm adding the data binding also. Data binding. Enable equal to true. Right. So meanwhile, what I'll do is this UI. So XML we know. So that's why just this UI part I'll copy from here, and remaining code we will write on our own. Because in this, just I want to collect the data, name, mobile number, email, password, and also after that I want to load that data, and I want to delete that data. So that UI we will get from here. So here for that in XML.
आपने जिस व्यक्ति को कॉल किया है वो अभी कॉल पर व्यस्त है प्रतीक्षा करें या कुछ समय पश्चात प्रयास करें The person you have called is someone else.
Just the KAPT is not enabled showing. Just check that. So first we will add this UI, then we can go and we can see that. So for this, now that UI is created here like this. Done. So for the KAPT here, I think we have to add one more line from the dependency.
जिस व्यक्ति को कॉल किया है वो अभी कॉल पर व्यस्त है
So this we have to add as a KAPT plugin. So in a plugins on a top, we have to add the KAPT plugin. So here in this now I'm adding that KAPT plugin. So go top here in a plugins and add that KAPT. Then let us try again. So once it is done, then we can add, because it depend on this only, we will add the next steps that we just have it. So after that, first we'll create one database entity class that is a user.kt, because here we are creating the user table. So that reason I'm creating that user.kt here. So that just will define here. Just a minute, I'm getting one. sorry, just so now here what happened? So just we enabled right. So here now, from here now we have to go to the next step. So the next step here now. So here from here this class, instead of writing this class from here now, first I'll create the extra dependency classes. So then finally we'll come and we'll write this. So here for that here now I'm creating one user.kt class. So where that will be a database instance we will create. So that is a user. So this is a user.kt. So in this class now we will create, and this is an entity class. So entity class means here we will create a database table structure, whatever we require that we will create here. So that I'm adding here, that is, so entity. So here that is the table name. So here it is the table. This is a string for a table name. So I'm giving here table name user underscore table. So the table name I'm giving here. Right. So this is an entity class. Whenever it is an entity class, that will come in this brackets. Here now we will create a database. So that is the first one which is creating. That first one is the primary key. So that is the primary key. And in this, so auto generate, that is true. So auto generate true means for the first key, primary key, which we are saying that it should generate auto. So that value could be, that is ID, whatever that is generating, that is ID. So that is an integer because it will start with 0, right? So initially it will start with 0. Then after that val, next one is the username. So we are collecting 4 data, right? So that is the first one is the username colon. So that is a string. Then var email. So that is colon string. Then next var mobile. So that is also I'm treating currently as a string format only all. Next var password colon string. So all this is the format. Now we are creating a table, right? So this is so for the user dependency, now we have to access this database methods. So we'll create one more class. So that class here user do. So that is the user DAO. So that another class I'm creating this. So this is an interface. So this is not a class, sorry, this is an interface. So we are calling this interface. So here from here, we are accessing the database, that is a DO. Right. After that here, so in this now we have to write all the methods, insert, update, delete, that everything we will write here. So that is a insert. So in case what I'm saying this, in case if any conflict, so I'll use one conflict strategy, on conflict strategy. So that is on conflict. So this is the one on conflict strategy dot replace. So I'm replacing the unconflict, whatever the unconflict from that. So for that here, I'll write one suspend function. So that is the insert user, insert. So where we will insert, that is from user. So this we have to import that. So this is the one page. Next here, next will be at the rate update. So I want to update. For the update, I'll create one suspend function. So that is update. So where it is user. Like here next, after update, we have to delete that. So for the delete, we will write here. So that is a delete. Here we'll write that delete. So this delete also we have to import. Then after that now, next one more query. So that we have to write one query. So that is from select star from, like I want to select the data. So that for that select star from. So from we have to select, that is from what is the table we created, that is a user table, right? Order by. So order by username in ascending ASC. This is in ascending order. We have to get that. So for that here, suspend function. So that is get all users. So we have to get all the user data here. That's why you are writing like all users. So I want to get all the users. So that will get in the form of list. So that is a list user. So from the user, we are getting that data. So that is user. So we have to get the user data. So we for this. Wait, that will come from this. With all users, it is this. Last one, which is here. So here at the rate, this is one more query. So in this query, so that I'm writing that delete. So delete from user table. So suspend function. So this is delete all. So for this is not required here. So delete all, it is will be. But for this, why it is not coming? Suspend get all users. List. So okay. Okay, so that is created small user. Okay, this is class name created small user. That's why it is not done. Right. This is done. Then after this here, now we have to create one more. So that is one more class. So that will be user database. So to connect this database, the database instead we have to create that is a user database. We have to create the user database. In this user database, now whatever that entities will come, so that entities we will define here. So that is at the rate database. So the database, then entities. Entities. Here we will write that array. So that is user colon class. Then outside of this, so we have to define that database version. So that is one. After that, export schema. So comma export schema. So that is false. True or false. No need. We are not allowing to export the schema service. So then here we will create one abstract class. So that is abstract class. That is a user database. No. Just the minute I forgot. This is only abstract class. Here now we have to write this abstract class. So within this abstract class, now we are writing this. This we have to write before this. At the rate. So within this now, this can be extended as room database. So within this now here we have to add that abstract function. So that is from user dio. From the user dio we are getting this data here colon. So that is user dio. So from there we are getting this right. So this class is basically done. Then next here we have to add user repository. So here we have to create one user repository. So I'm creating the user repository. So this will be like operates data and interacting with the DO. So for that here we are creating this. So this class user DO, here we have to declare that has a private the private val. So that is the user dio user that we have to do. Then after this here now we have to create one suspend function that is insert. So whatever insertions we are doing that we are doing here. User this is that. So here for this now user dio dot insert. Here we have to add user. Right. Like this, we have to create other suspend functions. So that is here now. So this is update. Here we have to add this as update. Then here, this will be here for delete. Delete. So here it is the delete. Next, here one suspend function. So that is for get all users. So whatever we created there, that get all users. So in this, it could not something. Here it should be here list. It will be in the form of list. So within this now, we have to add the user that user. So here it should not like this. So it will return user dio dot get all users. Last one will be delete all. So here suspend delete all. So I want to delete all. So user dio dot delete all. So in this it would not something done. Then here now this is done. So after that there are two more classes with it, that is so one more class that is here. In fact, this is a user view model. So I'm creating that something that is a user view model. So user view model will create this. So this user view model also here we have to add something like that is a private val repository. So user repository, we have to call this user repository. Now this will be extended as a view model. So that is a lifecycle view model. It will be extended as. Then now within this now we have to create one function. So that is insert. So that is the user equal to model scope dot launch. So model scope dot launch. So within this now we have to call that repository dot insert. So whatever the data will come, so that will be inserted. Like similar here now, I have to add for the other methods. Next, this is for update. Update here we model scope dot launch. It is update here. Then next delete. So here it is the delete. So here it will be delete. Then after that delete all. So one more suspend function will be here. And that is get all users. So get all users. So this data could not be here. So all users column. So that is a list user. This will be here. So here return repository. So here from the return. So repository dot get all users. So this will expect it as a suspend function. So we'll add here as a suspend. Right. This is a suspend. And the last one, like we'll add one more, that is a fun delete all. So delete all equal to delete all, that is equal to view model scope dot launch. So here repository dot delete all. Right. So in a one thing is pending here in a main class we supposed to write. So that only we'll write in a main class and we'll run this program.